we are in the process right now of installing 22-inch hair extensions with the micro bead loop method, and I thought this would be a good time for me to show you guys how to do it. So we have 2 rows already. There's one under there, you see that? And then we have this one. So now I'm going to go into my 3rd row. And we're going to section it off. I'm going to go about a 1/2 inch up from her previous section there. And we're going to make sure that we get this part nice and straight. And then I'm going to extra secure this part here with these clips. Next, I am going to take a very, very thin layer. So I want to leave out the sides where her hair is going to go up. You want to make sure that that's going to cover if she wants to wear her hair in a ponytail right there. So I'm probably going to go from right here, very thin. You want to make sure that you can read a newspaper through that, all the way to there. Actually, I'm going to go even a little bit thinner than that. That should be good. You can see, you can kind of read through that. A couple strands out of there. So this is going to get clipped out of the way up there. Now we're using the traditional weft. So where that is where I'm going to cut. So from there to there, and I want to cut right there where my thumb is. And we're going to place this just how we would. There, so I'm going to secure it on the corners. These little pin curl clips, I just got them at the local dollar store. I'm going to take this piece down here, because this is where we're going to be securing our hair extension. So the idea is that you want to sandwich, we'll say that her natural hair is the bread and the extension is all the inside stuff. The extension is the meat and the cheese. So we're going to take a little piece of this extension here. I'm going to start in the middle. I always start in the middle just to kind of help secure it. And I'm going to take a piece about that thick. And I'm going to grab a little piece from the top here. So you've got a piece from the top, that really thin layer, piece from the extension. I'm going to kind of separate that extension right there. And I'm going to go into where her natural hair is, the bread of the sandwich, and I'm going to grab another small piece from underneath. So you have a small piece from the top of the extension of her natural hair, a small piece from underneath of her natural hair, and then a little piece of the hair extension in there. You're going to grab all 3. Make sure there's no other hairs around. You don't want to get those in there. I have my beads I already loaded them up there prior to doing the hair extension, so I won't have to load up any beads on here. And I just used beading wire, and I made my own loop, and I just kind of smashed the beads at the end to create that. So you're going to grab all those, you're going to grab your loop here, put it in between, inside the loop, just like that. Okay. I'm going to grab one bead, I'm going to pull it up, pull the loop, And you're gonna grab, if you don't have this tool, you can just use regular old pliers. And I still have all of that hair there. I'm gonna kind of make sure I comb that through. I'm gonna grab the bead, pull all of that down, pull the bead up. You don't want it too tight, so I'm gonna make sure that it falls right underneath of that weft right there, and I'm gonna squeeze. And I'm gonna squeeze it 3 times really hard, really tight, so that it falls like that. Now, even though the bead is metal, make sure that you get the ones that have the silicone beads, because there is silicone inside, and that is what is going to help to protect her natural hair. Alright, now that I have the middle secured, it's secure. I can go ahead and I'm gonna say about, is that like a 1/2 inch over? So I'm gonna grab again. Now that's the hardest part of getting the extension in, is getting it started. So now we can kind of cruise. So we've got a piece from the top here. I'm gonna grab a piece of the weft. Kind of separate that curtain. Let me get my other piece to make this sandwich. We've got that. I'm sure there's nothing that doesn't belong. Okay. Grab our loop here. Grab the bead. Pull it up. Alright. I'm gonna grab that bead. Pull it kind of taut right underneath. And just smash it in. Now, like I said, you can use pliers, but this tool right here is nice because it can loosen up that bead. So when you want them to come out, or if you're gonna move them up, you just take the bead here and it opens it so that you can slide that out. See how easy that was? So that was a little bit tight, it stuck out a little bit, so I'm just bringing that down a little more, just like that. Okay. And just like that. And here is the finished product. 22 glorious inches. We did add a burgundy color in there, so it just blends so nicely. You can't even tell she has hair extensions. Look at that. You can see that burgundy color. It's so pretty. So kind of, if you were to put your hair up, so you can't see anything on the sides there. Everything's hidden inside. Let's see where they are. Oh, I can't even find them. Where'd they go? Do we even do extensions? I don't know. Sitting right there. You can't even see them. That is what was so cool about doing them the proper way. You happy, Mickey? They're so pretty. And then once she washes her hair, which will be probably like a week from now, this hair here, the extension hair, will kind of floof out a bit. And it's going to blend so much more, but right now, because these have been chemically treated with like a sealant wax, they're very, very silky smooth, and as soon as she washes it, that kind of like silk layer is going to go away, and it will just blend in so much better than it already is with her natural hair. Yeah, there you go.